story which Moneycontrol has picked up from its sources that Tata Capital, the flagship financial services arm, the NBFC arm of Tata Group, has initiated work on a big bang listing. The last IPO from the conglomerate was Tata Technology, which had a bumper debut last year, November of 2023. Now, Ashwin is joining us on the phone line. He's picked this up from his sources and he's here with the details. Ashwin.
Good morning, Reema and Vivek. Yes, this is a story that broke last evening on Moneycontrol. After Tata Technologies, the House of Tata is now preparing for the next big IPO from Bombay House, and that's coming in from their flagship financial services arm, Tata Capital. Now, of course, the clock is ticking for the Tata Group because this IPO is being done to comply with the RBI's mandatory listing norms for upper layer NBFCs. Tata Capital falls in that list, and the deadline for that is September 2025. What I'm picking up from my sources is that Tata Capital has initiated work on a big bang IPO of Tata Capital, and what we're given to understand is that the size of the IPO is likely to be in excess of 15,000 crore rupees, maybe a combination of both primary and secondary issue of shares. Early advisors have been roped in, investment bank Kotak Mahindra Capital and law firm Cyril Merchant Mangaldas. Those are the details that we're picking up at this point in time. Our queries to Tata Sons and Tata Capital have remained unanswered as of now. But keep in mind that this is an important IPO that is coming in from the diversified conglomerate. Tata Capital, of course, is a subsidiary of Tata Sons. Tata Sons directly owns around 92.83% of Tata Capital. There are a few other Tata Group companies that hold a stake in Tata Capital as well. If you talk about the size of Tata Capital, it had an AUM of around 1,58,000 crores as on March 31st. Also keep in mind that the merger of Tata Motors Finance with Tata Capital had also been approved earlier in June. So therefore, consequently, Tata Motors will also have around 4.7% stake in the ultimately merged entity. So an IPO and a deal of big consequence for the group, all eyes on how they fast-track it to meet the September 2025 deadline. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much for that, Ashwin. All of the Tata Group stocks on the back of that particular development that you've reported are doing very well in the session. Well, moving on, now let's introduce Growth Code, a special initiative by Grow and CNBC-TV18 with the aim of empowering investors and traders. Prominent investors and professional traders gathered at Grow's Trading Right event on November 9th to share their valuable insights and strategies. Here's a snippet of Arjun Tandon, partner at Tata Capital Advisors, sharing his thoughts on the risk of trading with small capital. Let's listen.
Let us say anybody who wants to do option selling. तो ऑप्शन सेलिंग में लगभग 1-1.5 लाख लगता है पर लॉट. अब अगर आपको इन सारी चीज़ों का बेनिफिट उठाना है, आप चाहते हो कि मैं थोड़ा डिफरेंट इंडाइसेस में काम कर लूँ, थोड़ा पोजीशन साइज एक्स्ट्रा रख लूँ, तो मुझे लगता है 10 लाख 15 लाख इंडेक्स के लिए आपको चाहिए ऑप्शन सेलिंग. उससे कम में आप जाओगे तो इट इज़ डिफ़िकल्ट टू सस्टेन. सी इम्पॉसिबल कुछ नहीं है, हर चीज़ प्रोबेबिलिटीज़ की गेम होती है. प्रोबेबिलिटीज़ आपके अगेंस्ट होती जाएंगी जितनी छोटी कैपिटल के साथ आप मार्केट में आ रहे हो. अगर आप सेम ऑप्शन सेलिंग स्टॉक्स में करना चाहते हो तो नेचुरली आपको डिफरेंट स्टॉक्स में पोजीशंस बनानी पड़ेंगी. कल को किसी भी स्टॉक में कुछ भी न्यूज़ आ जाती है तो वो आपके अगेंस्ट जाएगा. तो स्टॉक्स में अगर आपको पोजीशन बनानी है तो आई फील 20 लाख के आसपास आपको चाहिए सो दैट आप एक डिफरेंट नंबर ऑफ स्क्रिप्ट्स में आप ट्रेडिंग कर पाओ.